Hey y'all, welcome back to Alley Cat Customs, where today I'm going to show y'all my old truck. I call it my old beater with a big block. This truck's my 1974 Chevrolet C10 pickup. Bought it about a year and a half ago. Threw it together, been running for about a year. Parked it last December. It's got a lot of issues right now that I'm going to be upgrading along this spring and summer, getting ready for a big event in the fall. Taking it to a place called an event called Cruising the Coast, which is on the coastline of Mississippi. It's like 6 different cities along the coastline that is just a huge block party, lasts an entire week, and it's just city to city to city, all kinds of events. It's a lot of fun, so that's where I'm going to take this truck. It's actually got a drag strip down there in Gulfport, Mississippi, that I'll be running this truck at the drag strip while I'm down there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get all the parts that I have bought. I got a whole pile of parts sitting in the bed of the truck right now, and transmission laying on the ground behind it, and ready to get all the parts put on it and see what this old truck will do with the new upgrade. So y'all stay tuned. Going to have a lot of fun with it. Well, I'm about to pull the truck in the shop, and since I didn't catch the first fire of this engine, figured I'd fire it up right now and let y'all listen to the whole truck before I pull it in the shop and tear it apart and start working on it. We'll crank it up and do a walk around and show it off. About to get loud. So now that y'all got to see me pull this truck in the shop, I got it thrown up on the lift, and I've been doing some work to the truck, but I wanted to give y'all a little tour of this truck and show y'all what all I've done to it up to this day, and show you some pictures and some videos of things I've done to this truck since the very beginning when I first got this truck. So I'm going to start showing you some pictures and give you a little bit of a tour around the truck, show you all kind of stuff, because this truck's got a lot of cool stuff done to it, and it's only going to get more fun as more of my upgrades get done. So start the tour now and show y'all some slideshow pictures of building the truck last year from when I pulled it out of my cousin's yard all the way up until right now. So start the slideshow right now. So I hope y'all got to enjoy that slideshow of all the videos and pictures of how I got this truck from the very beginning, buying it out of my cousin's yard, all the way up till it's sitting on the lift right now. A whole lot of fun. It's been a pretty interesting year or so dealing with this old truck. So now I want to give y'all a little bit of a story of how it started from that till now. I've always been a four-wheel drive guy. I've always had four-wheel drives, but I've always loved drag racing. Loved any form of racing, but four-wheel drives and mud trucks and stuff, kind of my bread and butter. It's where I grew up on, what I always was around. Matter of fact, my dad wouldn't even let me get a Nova. My favorite car in the world was a Nova. My dad wouldn't let me buy a Nova when I was 16 years old. He told me to drag his old truck out of the weeds that he used to mud bog. He told me if I could get that truck running and treat it right, then it would be my truck. I always told me, he said, I don't want to see you acting a fool on the street. He said, if you act a fool out in a field, mud ride and stuff like that, you only got yourself to blame if you hurt yourself or tear the truck up. Get on the street and do something stupid, you hurt somebody, that's something you can't take back. So that's kind of led me into the four-wheel drive world, and I always kind of looked over my shoulder and said, man, I want to get into drag racing. I want to build hot rods, to see all them jacked up cars, big tires, and big old motors in them. Just always wanted to do that stuff, and never kind of veered into that direction. So that old truck, that old four-wheel drive truck, it stuck around for many years, and I ended up parting it out, went to college and all. And when my late wife, when we wanted to get married, that was one of the things I wanted to do, is put that truck back together. So me and my late wife put that old truck back together and got it running, and took it running on our wedding day. And she always wanted to drag race herself, but she never had a chance to drag race. So I was always wanting to do something like this, build a truck. I wanted to build a drag style truck, just a street truck, something with a stout motor in it. Had a big block in my four-wheel drive, and I always liked the kind of patinaed, ratted out kind of looking trucks. And she always liked that style too, and she thought it was really cool. So our kind of idea was that we're just going to build a truck just like this truck here, and take it racing and driving. It was going to be her truck. She had trouble getting into the big four-wheel drive truck, but she could drive this truck real easy. But she was killed in 2015, and killed in a car wreck. So it kind of blew my whole world up. I didn't have anything going on, and I just could not keep working on a four-wheel drive that I had. I just couldn't do it. I had a lot of memories with her in the truck. So my cousin talked me into dragging this truck out of his yard, and he says, look, he says, put that truck together. That was a dream that y'all had. Get that truck running, make you some new memories. So that's what I did. I pulled the 396 out of that old four-wheel drive, stuck it in this truck, and it was on from there. It's been a lot of tears, a lot of work. Kind of was my therapy. Trying to deal with becoming a widower and all, but keep working on the truck, and it's something that I get to enjoy to do, and I love building it. It's a low budget truck. Matter of fact, when I first built the truck, I had no money, so it really was hard. I really just barely could piece the truck together, but I enjoyed it a lot. And now that I've saved up some money and I've got a definite plan of where I'm going with the truck, the ideas that I've had is kind of funneled into what I want to do with the truck. That's why I take it to Cruising the Coast, which is in October, and she always loved the beach, hot rods, and me. So she was killed in October, which is during Cruising the Coast. So that's kind of been my thing to do is go to Cruising the Coast. I've been one time so far since she was killed, and I took the truck, and I went down there and I made a pass at the drag strip in this old raggedy truck on the 2-year anniversary of her death. And it was a terrible pass. I'd killed the transmission earlier in the day, and the fuel system was giving me all kind of problems, but I made it down the finish line under my own power, sort of, and on from there. So it's kind of where I'm going now. I made it to Cruising the Coast. Kind of got rained out by a hurricane, but I went down there, spent 2.5 days, and hammered on this truck like it owed me money. And this year I'm going back with a vengeance. I'm going back to the drag strip, and I'm going to try to run a decent time this time, because the last time was terrible. But going from there, that's why I'm doing all the upgrades to the truck. That's why the truck looks the way it is. It's just a ratty old muscle truck. It's all business. Looks a little rough. Ain't nothing but old bitter with the big block. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe at the bottom of the page, because I got a whole bunch of stuff to do with this truck. And so if you enjoyed the story of how this truck came to be, and you want to see the finish of it, I got a bunch of videos that I'm making right now. I got a bunch of work that I'm doing, and I'm still saving money up for the next upgrades I got. I'm kind of pushing myself the limit I got to do. I got to have this truck ready to go for cruising the coast. So hopefully I can get it running by then, and can be on the coast in October. And if I get to be there, then y'all get to see it at a later date. So stay tuned, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and hope to see y'all come back for more.